Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Siti Nordini Binti Samsul. My matrix number is BNJ30702. Today I'm going to present about my individual assignment, which is I'm choosing the title The Dakota Access Pipeline. So let's proceed to the introduction. Which is introduction. This case study examines the numerous impacts attendant to the Dakota Access Pipeline, which is the short name is DAPL project, to highlight the cost that companies, financial institutions, and investors linking to the project face by not respecting the human rights of indigenous people. This study serves as a basis for the assertion that social risks resulting from the absence of adequate human right protections can have material impacts. So for the background, this Dakota Access Pipeline, a part of the Banking Pipeline project, is a 1,172 long in 1,863 kilometer underground oil pipeline in the United States. The pipeline was planned by Dakota Access LLC, a subsidiary of a Dallas, Texas corporation named Energy Transfer Partners LP. So next, we proceed to the ethical dilemmas faced by the engineers in the Dakota Access Pipeline. However, some general ethical dilemmas that engineers often encounter in the development and management of pipelines, such as environment impact, indigenous rights and cultural heritage, public health and safety, stakeholder engagement and constant engaging, economic consideration and balancing, also lastly climate change and carbon footprint. So let's proceed to the Ethical Standards Code of Ethics in the Dakota Access Pipeline. Although specific information about a code of ethics is specifically related to the Dakota Access Pipeline project, the code of ethics followed by engineers involved in the project will depend on their individual professional facilities and the specific guidelines and regulations provided by their respective engineers organizations. In the United States, many engineers are members of the National Society of Quality 2019 Professional Engineers NSPE and adhere to their code of ethics. The NSP code outlines fundamental principles that engineers are expected to follow, including: first, hold promote the safety and health welfare of the public, perform services only in areas of their competence, issue public statements only in an objective and truthful manner. Fourth is act in a manner that upholds and enhances the honor, integrity, and dignity of the engineering profession. Number fifth is avoid conflicts of interest and disclose any potential conflicts that could compromise professional judgment or objectivity. And lastly is strive to enhance the competence and prestige of the engineering profession. So these principles provide a general framework for ethical conduct in engineering projects, emphasizing the importance of public safety, competence, honesty, and integrity. So let's proceed to the ethical issue rationally in the Dakota Access Pipeline. So the Dakota Access Pipeline, called DAPL, project has been a subject of significant ethical debate and controversy. Analyzing the ethical issues surrounding the pipeline requires a rational examination of various perspectives and consideration. We have some keys or a few ethical issues associated with the Dakota Access Pipeline, which is first, indigenous rights, and then environmental impact, and then climate change and fossil fuel, public health and safety, stakeholder engagement and consent, and lastly, economic interest versus social justice. So let's proceed to the ethical issue with some key lessons learned in relation to professional ethics in the Dakota Access Pipeline. So Resolving ethical issues related to the Dakota Access Pipeline, called DAPL, involves considering key lessons learned and applying them to professional ethics. While the pipeline project has been subject to ongoing debate and legal battles, there are several lessons that can inform discussion on professional ethics. Here are some lessons learned and potential resolutions to ethical issues in relation to the Dakota Access Pipeline. First is a respect for indigenous rights, environmental stewardship, transparency and accountability, stakeholder engagement and consent, professional integrity and responsibility, social justice and equitable benefits, and lastly, continuous learning and adaptation. So, for the conclusion, this case study draws out the clear need for due diligence and disclosure as to human rights and social risks to assist all entities at every phase of project planning, construction, operation, control, and mitigation. So that's all from me, and thank you.